tonight. Muslims urged to continue to promote peace and unity in their families and communities. Government gives 90 days to Kipwa and Muzi village residents to move to highlands. And in sports, Simba Sports Club must not rely on Kaizer Chiefs as troubles. Good evening, this is Capital News at 9:30. My name is Nasma Mwambe. Let's get started with the national news. Muslim believers in the country have joined others in the world in Eid al-Fitr prayers, which was held nationally at Mnazi Mmoja grounds in Dar es Salaam, with Muslims urged to continue to strengthen peace and unity among their families and communities.
Wakati tunasherehekea siku ya Eid kama ya leo.
Fellow Muslims, as we celebrate Eid, we must remember to celebrate peacefully and with love and honor this day. It is a day to honor God. We must take caution and not celebrate in a way that causes us to sin, do things that will cause us and our family trouble. We must take our children to places that are safe, places that honor God. There are a lot of people who are happy to complete 30 days, and there are those who celebrate today in their own way. But Regional Sheikh has urged us not to go overboard and forget the foundation of our religion.
Na miko ya kufurahi siku kama leo. Kwa tukizingatia haya na maelezo yote ambayo Sheikh wetu ameyatoa hapa kama kiongozi wa dini, ni muhimu sana tukazingatia.
The President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Samia Suluhu Hassan, has commended all Muslims for completing their Ramadan fast and called on them to continue the lessons they learned during Ramadan for their personal benefit and that of the nation. President Samia Suluhu Hassan said this today when speaking at the Eid Council held nationally at the Karimjee grounds in Dar es Salaam in celebration attended by various government and religious leaders.
Nawahimiza waumini wa dini zote nchini kuendelea kuheshimiana na kuvumiliana. Nchi yetu haina dini, lakini katiba yetu inatoa uhuru wa kila mtu kuamini au kuabudu dini anayoitaka. Hivyo hakuna sababu ya muumini wa dini moja kugombana ama kubeza dini nyingine. Kufanya hivyo ni kukaribisha ugomvi kwenye jamii na kuhatarisha amani ya nchi yetu. Na wasihi tupendane kama ilivyoshauriwa hapa. Tushikane na kuonesha umoja wa Watanzania. Hatuna budi kushirikiana na wenzetu duniani. Kinataka pia niwahakikishie kwamba tahadhari mlizozitoa hapa juu ya chanjo na mengine zitafuatwa kikamilifu na serikali yenu. Hata hivyo, hii haina maana kwamba tutapokea kila kitu tunacholetewa au kuambiwa. La hasha. Ni lazima na sisi tujiridhishe.
Tuweze kuwa na utuvu kwa sababu ya kuilinda afya. Na Uislamu unasema hifdhu sihhati wajib. Kuilinda afya ni jambo la lazima kwa kila Muislamu, jambo la fardhi.
The President of Zanzibar and the Chairman of the Liberation Council, Dr. Hussein Ali Mwinyi, has assured Muslim believers in Zanzibar planning to conduct a pilgrim to Hajj that the government will ensure they fulfill the regulations that have been set, including COVID-19 vaccination. The President Alhaji Hussein Mwinyi gave the government stance when speaking at the Eid Council, which was attended by various government leaders and officials.
Imetangaza kwamba itaruhusu kufanya ibada ya hija kwa sharti la kwamba mtu awe amepata chanjo.
Hijab prayer will be allowed, but the condition is that those attending must have received COVID-19 vaccine. Further information will be received later, and we shall wait to see what arrangements have been made. The revolutionary government of Zanzibar will place special requirements to those coming from Zanzibar so that it enables them to meet requirements outlined by the government of Saudi Arabia.
Mwezi mtukufu wa Ramadhani, alhamdulillah, umefutarisha katika mikoa yote mitano.
During the holy month of Ramadan, we've been able to serve food to breakfast in all 5 regions, as it has been in the last phases of governance, but you have also been able to pray in many mosques. May God bless you.
Mwenyezi Mungu akupe fungu lako katika jambo hili kubwa ulifanya. Kuwa karibu na wananchi wako. Shimo wananchi unawapenda na wao wanakupenda sana.
The Defense and Safety Committee in Colombo District Rukwa Region has directed residents of Kipwa and Muzi villages in Katanga Ward to move from their residences within 3 months, as the villages have been surrounded by water from Lake Tanganyika, with the number of people without homes in Kipwa village rising from 105 to 209.
Wananchi waliopo maeneo haya wote tunapa miezi mitatu.
We have given the people in this area 3 months to move out of here, and that is the decision of the Protection and Security Committee. We have seen the school is surrounded by water and clinics as well. This place has been a crocodile's playground. They are everywhere. We have a lot of water problem. Moving is not an issue. Even today we can move out of here, but the biggest problem we have is water.
Munaangalia mmesha kuja kupanda mkorochi wenye mimba nini mambo kadhalika kupandisha mandoo ya maji ni mshike nani abaki nani anguke.
We have a lot of water problem. Moving is not an issue. Even today we can move out of here, but the biggest problem we have is water. A herd of elephants have invaded Ilingali village in Mandawa, Dodoma region, destroyed crops and also causing injury and death.
Mheshimiwa mkuu wa mkoa, ninadhani taarifa hii imekufikia juu ya hawa tembo.
Regional Commissioner, we think the information has reached your office about elephants. We are not sleeping. We are asking for your help. Elephants have been eating our crops. We have been filling out forms that we will be compensated, but we have not been paid anything.
Ndio waafisa wanyamapori wanakuambia hatuna gari. Mara gari ipo, mara mafuta haina.
The wildlife officer says there is no car. Now I remember the father of our nation. Every village on the edge of the reserve was protected. But now the wildlife officer is in the office. If you try calling him, he says, I have no car.
Wananchi wa Ilangali wameshiriki kwenye kikosi hicho na wamepewa elimu, wamefundishwa namna.
If we get the people to participate in the squad and educate them on how to get rid of these animals and how to protect themselves, it will be a solution to the problem that we are facing right now. We will also provide employment.
Kwa sababu hivyo vikosi vitapewa chochote kama ambavyo vile vikosi ambavyo vilikuwa vinashuka mambo nini ya ujangili.
Hundreds of citizens from villages in MANYARA region have taken part in a special campaign to register the birth of children under the age of 5 years old.
Katika halmashauri yetu ya Bulumji, zoezi tulianza vizuri tarehe 11.
At Uru Council, the exercise started awareness from parents who come to register their children. The problem is, they want to change the names of the father of their children.
Zoezi hili kwa sasa linaendelea vizuri na changamoto kidogo tulizokumbana nazo.
The exercise is progressing well. The challenge we have faced are parents wanting to change the names of the men they gave birth to.
Tumeona zoezi limekuwa zuri.
The exercise has been good. In inspection, we have seen there are challenges. When you change the name of one parent, is to deprive the child's right of identity and his parents in the sense of the parents who gave birth to them.
Haki ya binadamu, kwa sababu maana ya kusajili na kutoa cheti cha kuzaliwa, moja ni mtambua yule mtoto pamoja na wazazi wake. kwa maana ya wazazi ambao wamemzaa.
Muslim believers from various regions of the country have celebrated Eid al-Fitr in various ways, while also being asked to be an example in doing good deeds. God has been good to us to give us a president, so let us support her. People should pay taxes, do what is commanded, and we should avoid injustice.
Hasa wa Tanzania na hasa kwa Waislamu. Waislamu wana dini yao ambayo inaitwa dini ya Kiislamu. Na dini ya Kiislamu,
I urge Tanzanians, especially Muslim, Islamic religion is peaceful. I urge the people to support the new president we have.
tusisahau kwamba hii hali tunaiona ni kutokana na mwongozo.
We have peace from the good government that we have. We pray to God to give good health to our president, Mama Samia Suluhu, to lead the country and bring us to
kuweza kuiongoza nchi katika hali ambayo ipo na atuletee mafanikio zaidi kama anavyotutarajisha katika speech zake nyingi.
Muslim believers in the country have been urged to continue to pray for leaders in the country, including President Samia Suluhu Hassan, while placing emphasis on the importance of continuing to protect and maintain peace.
Maombi tuliokuwa tunaendelea nayo katika kipindi cha mwezi mtukufu wa Ramadhani.
The prayers that we have been praying for in the holy month of Ramadan, we need to continue with it. The nations needs to be prayed for, but we need to pray for ourselves and our religious leaders. Honorable President of the United Republic of Tanzania and senior leaders, there is a need to put them in our prayers.
Amani ndio kitu kikubwa, ndio kitu muhimu. Bila amani,
peace is the most important thing. Without peace in this country, we cannot worship as we have did today. Always sitting and praying for peace in our country, as well as our President Samia Suluhu Hassan, we pray for her a lot.
Amani, sababu nchi yetu tunaipenda, nchi ya Tanzania tunaipenda. Kwa tunaombea amani, tunaombea salama, na viongozi wetu vile vile, rais wetu Mama Samia Suluhu, huyu tunamuombea dua sana.
Believers in Mwanza have been urged to continue doing good deeds they did during the Ramadan fast, as well as to ensure continued love and peace among them and other religions.
Na tatizo na hii naisema sana, nimesema hata kwenye khutba.
Muslims have been able to pray for 30 days and given offering, having given assistance to those in need. But what is sad is after this gathering today for Eid prayer, we find someone in a bar.
Kwa ujumla hayo maasi yaendelee kuacha kwa sababu Mwenyezi Mungu ametuelekeza kabisa.
We must celebrate today peacefully, meet with family members and neighbors, and eat good food that is honest. This is what God instructs us to do.
Kuna kipindi cha mfungo wa Ramadhani ambacho kila Muislamu anatakiwa kufanya ibada.
We had a period of Ramadan that every Muslim is required to observe. We're grateful to God that we've reached today. I urge everyone to keep this up and fill mosques as we have been doing.
Ambapo sio mwezi mtukufu wa Ramadhani, tuendeleze ibada, tujae misikitini kama tulivyokuwa tunajaa kipindi hiki cha mwezi mtukufu wa Ramadhani.
One Maasai person who is yet to be identified by name has died after being hit by a cargo train on the Morogoro-Dodoma Railway at Kimamba B village in Kilosa district, Morogoro region.
Majira asubuhi wakati nikiwa kazini, nilishuhudia umati wa watu wakielekea upande wa mashariki.
I saw a group of people gathered at the railway line, and when I arrived there, I saw a body had been laid on the railway track.
Mnapo majira ya mida fulani nilikuta wananchi wakielekea.
I saw people walking towards the accident scene, and it was later confirmed that a man had been run over.
Nitoe wito kwa jamii, kabla hujavuka njia za reli, chukua tahadhari.
I urge the general public to take extra care when crossing the railway line.
Mahali pale usivuke kwanza.
That is the end of the national news. International news follows next after the break. Welcome back, and now in international news. The president of Burundi and his host, the president of Uganda, Yoweri Museveni, have held talks at State House in Entebbe in Kampala and reached an agreement that the two countries will work together to strengthen business and security. Judges in Kenya have stated that the constitutional reform bill through the BBI initiative is illegal and immediately stopped the move.
Power to amend the constitution through the popular initiative route under Article 257, the president does not have constitutional mandate to initiate constitutional amendments. BBI steering committee was employed by the president. The sovereign primary constituent power, assembly debate, and ultimately a referendum.
And that's it for the international news. Sports comes next after the break.
Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment and going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's being dragged through to second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment and going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's being dragged through to second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Marquinhos, he did lose to Lynn.
Welcome back, and now in sports. Simba Sports Club coach Didier Gomez has stated that they will not underrate Kaizer Chiefs when they face off in the first leg of their CAF Champions League quarter-finals fixture tomorrow. Here's more.
The Msimbazi Giants are already in South Africa for their first ever meeting against Amakosi, who are currently in the middle of an inconsistent run of results in the Premier Soccer League. According to De Rosa, despite the South African Giants blowing hot and cold in their domestic campaign, Simba will not look at their home performances but will be prepared for a different team with a different style of play in the Champions League. Statistics show the FNB Stadium, which will be used for the match against Simba, has not been a good hunting ground for the Chiefs, as they have not been able to get positive results in the various competitive matches they have played there. This season, in the 25 PSL and Champions League matches played at the stadium, Chiefs have won just 6 games, drawing 11 and losing 8 games.
YANGA Sports Club have confirmed coach Nasruddin Nabi will decide the fate of 5 players at the mainland Premier League Giants whose contracts are running down. Here are more details.
Some of the players whose contracts are expected to end at the end of this season are Said Makapu, Deus Kaseke, Kenya goalkeeper Farouk Shikalo, Metacha Mnata, and striker Fiston Abdul Razak. According to YANGA director Thabit Kandoro, the new coach who took charge of the team on April 20th after replacing Burundian Cedric Kaze has been given the opportunity to reshuffle his squad for next season. As such, he will decide the fate of the 5 players. Since taking charge of the team, Nabi has only been able to oversee 1 match, the 1-0 win against Tanzania Prisons in the domestic cup, as he was not able to handle the team in the 1-0 league defeat against Azam FC, owing to his paperwork which was not ready. His first league game in charge should have been the Kariakoo Derby against rival Simba Sports Club, but the game was postponed at the 11th hour after his team refused to adhere to changes made by the Tanzania Football Federation on its kickoff time. The Jangwani Giants are currently second on the 18-team table with 57 points from 27 matches, 4 fewer than table toppers Simba, who have 61 points from 25 matches, while Azam are third on 54 points from 28 matches.
Wary of a difficult second leg, Kaizer Chiefs attacking midfielder DUMISANI ZUMA says it's important to secure an emphatic victory over Simba Sports Club in Saturday's evening CAF Champions League first leg quarter-final clash at the FNB Stadium. Here is more.
Prior to this season, Chiefs had never even made it as far as the final group stage of Africa's Premier Club competition. According to ZUMA, the players are aware of the historical significance of Saturday's match, and while being appreciative of the run they've been on, they don't want it to stop now. The second leg will take place at the Benjamin Mkapa National Stadium in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, next Saturday, May 22nd. ZUMA says it's vital to have a good first leg advantage when Amakosi take on Simba in their own backyard. This is the second time Simba have made the quarterfinals of the CAF Champions League, having reached that stage in the 2018-2019 season before being knocked out 4-1 on aggregate by Tout Puissant Mazembe of the DR Congo.
Jurgen Klopp has played down his role with Sadio Mane after Liverpool's win over Manchester United, insisting he is completely relaxed about the issue. Here is the report.
He was seen snubbing his manager's attempt at a handshake following the Reds' 4-1 win at Old Trafford last night. The Senegal international had, it appears, been disappointed not to have started the game, with Roberto Firmino, Diogo Jota and Mo Salah preferred by Klopp. All three justified their selection, scoring in what could prove a vital victory in the race for Champions League qualification. Klopp insisted after the game that there was no issue with Mane, that the issue was merely that he hadn't had time to explain his decision to start Jota instead of the 29-year-old, and at a press conference ahead of the weekend trip to West Brom, the Reds boss was again able to brush off any suggestion of a rift. Klopp told reporters, "I cannot make a bigger story of it as it is. Football is an emotional game, and everyone expects from us to control our emotion always. It doesn't work out always, that's the case."
If Inter Milan's last two Serie A performances are anything to go by, Antonio Conte isn't going easy on his team despite securing their first Scudetto in over a decade. Here's the story.
Conservatively for a couple of months to secure their 19th Scudetti, the Nerazzurri have dismantled Sampdoria 5-1 and played out an entertaining 3-1 win over Roma on Wednesday night. It was Inter's 15th consecutive home win in the league, and the four-time Serie A winner certainly isn't letting up. Neither is Achraf Hakimi, who has seen an upswing in the final third in recent game weeks. The Morocco star was by and large disadvantaged by Conte's disciplined approach before the title was sewn up, causing a drop-off in the consistency of his direct goal involvements. His recent run of 4 direct goals contributions, 1 goal and 3 assists, in as many games since setting up Matteo Darmian versus Verona in late April was preceded with 0 goals and 2 assists in the previous 14 games.
Real Madrid's preparations for a crucial clash with Athletic Club on Sunday have been rocked by the news that Toni Kroos must take in a period of self-isolation. Here's more.
The German midfielder has come into contact with someone who has tested positive for COVID-19, meaning that he must now stay away from the Blancos' main group. Kroos has not contracted coronavirus himself, but every precaution is being taken to help prevent any spread within Zinedine Zidane's squad. A statement released on the club's official website reads, "Real Madrid CF reports that our player Toni Kroos is in isolation as he has been in direct contact with a person who has tested positive for COVID-19, although all the tests that have been carried out on the player have been negative." Zidane would have been hoping to have all those not nursing injuries available to him for a trip to Bilbao. Victory in that fixture is imperative for Real in their ongoing efforts to successfully defend their La Liga title.
And that sports item ends our news bulletin for tonight. Thank you for watching and good night.
You can watch Capital News live on our social media accounts, YouTube Capital TV and Facebook Capital Television Tanzania from Monday to Friday at 9:30 p.m. Don't forget to subscribe and put notification on.